Hello everyone, it's Lo from Custom Creations by Lo, and today we are going to pour several molds. All of these were gifted to me by a very sweet lady. I'm not going to name her name because I'm not sure if she would want me to or not, but you know who you are. So thank you for that. I do hope that everybody has had a great last few days. I hope you had a great Valentine's Day. And thank you for all those that have watched the channel and have subscribed. Thank you to all of our new subscribers. Channel is growing, y'all. It's growing. And as it grows, I just get more and more excited. So thank you, each and every one of you that are watching, sharing, commenting, liking, subscribing, all the good stuff. Thank you so much. Excuse me. So like I said, today we're going to pour this mold. It kind of looks like a little flower pot kind of thing, like a little cherub or something. This one, I'm not sure what it is. It'll make a great extra mold. So we'll pour it to see what it looks like. And then maybe I can figure out what it is. If it's some kind of flower or something. And then this one. It is like a quartz kind of thing. Like I said, all of these were gifted to me. And so yeah, so I'm excited to pour these. And I think in this one, we're going to do like clear resin and do drops of color in there for that one. This one, like I said, will be an extra. So if we have anything left over from one of these, it'll go in here. So I'm not quite sure what that's going to turn out like. And then this one, I think I want to use, hang on. So sorry, I have such a tickle in my throat. Can't make up my mind what color I want to do this in. What if we do it silver? I believe this is one I purchased from Laura at laurasartcorner.net. Both of these. One is bronze and one is silver. You know what? Now looking at this one, I'm kind of thinking maybe the bronze. This is, let me see if I can pronounce it. This is Iridron Pigmenti. Well, it says pale gold there, but here it says bronze, so whatever. It's pretty, so I think that's what we're going to use. So what I'm going to do is I am going to get my resin mixed up and choose my colors for this, and then get the resin in the debubbler, and I will bring you back when it's time to pour. And I will be using the Tea Expert Glossy. It's a 1-to-1 ratio, and I'll of course have the links for the resin in my description box, as well as this. These, I'm not sure where they were purchased from, so I don't know if I'll be able to find them and link them. This one may be a handmade mold by the person that gifted it to me. I'm not sure, but I'm thinking perhaps. And this one reminds me of another mold from Sheen because it's the same texture and color in the marking. So I'm thinking this was a Sheen mold. So anyway, so I'll be back in just a little bit. So I decided to bring you back so you can see me mixing up the colors into the resin. Now, I have this clear sitting over here for this, and I'm just letting it degas right now. And then I have our powder here for our gold. Now, I did put it in a paper cup because I didn't want to mess with having to try to clean it out of my Let's Resin mixing cup. So let me go ahead. Isn't that pretty, y'all? I already have a spoon out. I'm not sure how much this will take. So let's see, I mixed up a total of 15 ounces. This has 3 in it. This probably has, let me see, that's 4, 7. So this has about 7 in it. So we're going to take our beautiful little spoon here, get us some color, and put it in there. I know I should have dissolved it first, but I didn't think about it till, of course, just now. Isn't that pretty? Oh, it's like liquid. We'll stir it slow so we don't have it flying everywhere. And of course, you know, anytime you're mixing your resin, whether it's just mixing it up or mixing colors into it, no matter what kind of mixer you're using, if it's by hand, you always will make sure you scrape your your sides and your bottom. And then, isn't that pretty off? Oh, it's gorgeous. And then always scrape the sides of your cup to get all that extra color off, because it will want to go there and hang out. And it's our job to get it to stop hanging out and get it mixed in. You do want to make sure you mix it in good, because you don't want to have any, you know, powder not completely mixed, because then you'll have speckles in whatever project you're doing. That looks like liquid gold. Okay, mix it a little more, or stir it rather, and then we'll let it set. And if you let it set for a few minutes, if there are parts of your mica powder that have not mixed in, like see right there on the side, it will float to the top. So I'm going to let this set here, but I did want to bring you back and show you that. And for the colors that we're using for this mold here, I picked out my Octopus Inks resin ink from grape juice color. And then I've also picked out a purple, I'm not sure what the brand name is, I can't tell anymore. But this I was purchased from Laura at laurasartcorner.net. She's the only U.S. distributor for these German-based inks. And this was on the set from Amazon. So we know what the better two is. I just wanted to see if this would be any lighter at all. Now the other thing, while we're waiting, and put the lid on this, is, I know I've said several times that these little things, scrapers, are awesome. The only thing I don't like about them is this little curved tip. So I went on a hunt, and today we're going to try these. It came in a set of 4 off Amazon. They have the same tip. They're a little, not as wide, and they also have a spoon on the other end with the tip. Now I know that Tara at Jaybird Resin, she was wanting one that gets down, and you know, in these, down at the bottom, you know, in the little cracks of these paper cups and things. You know, it's kind of hard, and those don't, I mean, they do a great job, but they don't get down there. The other thing I like about these is the handle is longer. I don't have anything in the palm of my hand. So we're trying it today, and we will see what we think of it. And I will let you know. I'm going to go ahead and put these 3 up because I don't need 3 of them right now. And like I said, it does come in a set of 4 off Amazon. They are not expensive at all, and I will find the link and put it in my description box. So if you think you want to try these, they will be there for you to easily find. All right, let's see how this is degassing. Pretty good, pretty good. Give it a spritz with our 99% alcohol. And let's check on our gold here. It's beautiful. We're going to set this one off to the side. Now I have already cleaned, oopsie daisy, cleaned my paddle and my motor for my mixer. All I did is spray it with some 91% alcohol, wiped it down, took a baby wipe, and a minute later, it was clean. Very easy. I hope everybody enjoyed the Valentine's Day collaboration that was done this past Saturday with Laura's ArtCorner.net affiliates and a few others like myself that are not affiliates, but they allowed us to join. And what fun that was. That was my very first ever collaboration. Hopefully I did okay. I know I probably drove poor Tim at the base resonator crazy because I wasn't sure of anything I was doing as far as getting the links and things, but we finally got it. So kudos to Tim for putting up with me. All right, so while we finish with that, and we do have some extra resin over here in case we do need it. And if we don't need it, we'll find something that we can put it in. All right. I think we can go ahead and pour this in here. We'll put that in there, and then we'll put our ink in, and then we will pour some more. I'm just squishing around, just make sure we get it all down in there. Let that just kind of make its way around. Excuse me. It's going to be fun if these are like the same color alcohol. Although, like I said, one is a really good brand, one is not. I'm good. There we go. Put the lid on these so I do not spill them. Do you see all that color going up underneath there? We're just going to kind of pull it. All right, let's let that set for a bit. Move it out of our way. Now, I've not added all the resin there that I will be adding into it yet. Okay, let's set this over here and this over here and see what our gold is looking like. Doesn't that look like liquid gold? Wow, gorgeous. I am going to spread some alcohol down in here. Turn the mold the right way, that is low. And we're just going to squish it around. Make sure it's down in there, because I don't really know. All right, we're going to stop right there and give it some squishes. That is gorgeous. Okay, we'll let it sit there for a minute. And since I know we're going to have extra, let's go ahead and put some in here. In this little mold, which again, I don't know what it's supposed to be. I know what it kind of looks like, maybe some kind of flower, but I don't know. Might as well get me a little stick, cup of them rather. We'll move this back. Hopefully I don't spill it. Almost. We will set this back. Actually, we're going to leave it right here because you'll be adding more resin to it. Squish around this alcohol. And before we fill it all the way up, we will also move it. Let's see how it does up here. Sometimes it's more level up here. I don't know why. We still have some left. I wonder if you're not just doing a little bit more to this one. Not a lot. There we go. Which means I need to go to the magic box of molds and find us some others to do. So I'll bring you back in a minute once I've found us some molds. Alright, so I'm supposed to be doing some Easter eggs for this shop that allows me to sell my stuff there. Super sweet lady. If you're local, you may know her by the Rusted Grace Wedding Shop Boutique in Kannapolis, North Carolina. If you don't, I'll make sure I put her link in because her little store is awesome. She is the most sweetest, kindest lady that I know, and so generous. So generous. So, and I'll put her link. So what I'm going to do is I've decided, since need to make up some eggs, I'm going to take some of this gold foil and rub it in because it looks so pretty. Because I know that we're going to have plenty of clear left. And then the gold, I either may do, you know, kind of like a half white, you know, a mix of the clear and the gold. I don't know yet, but let's go ahead and get this gold in. And I just take it with my fingers because it just does so well. And I just take it and brush it in like that. No rhyme, no reason. And it looks so pretty. Oops, not on the outside, my friend, not on the outside. I just take it like that. I made a bunch of these last year for people and they loved them. Also made some little jars. That turned out super cute. People ordered those. Now, along with burnishing in, basically, is what I'm doing. I will also, once I pour the resin, I'll take a little bit and actually mix it into the resin so that it's 3D and floating. Now, keep in mind, anything that you see me make, if you like it and you decide you want to have it for yourself or order it custom, you know, for gifts, my email is in my description box, so please reach out to me and we'll figure it out and work it out. And that's it. I'm just taking my finger, just kind of rubbing it in. And I think that's good for this size. And I'm gonna do this rose gold for the big one. And these foils I got off Temu years ago. Probably when I first started doing resin, so that's been at least 4 years ago. So I'm sure you could probably find them, or even on Amazon. So for the rose gold, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to take some and burnish it into the mold. And yes, my molds are stained. It should not affect them. I say should not because I have not used them since they got stained. But other people, you know, other channels, you know, they say it doesn't affect the molds. So we'll see. We'll see. And if it does, then, well, guess what? We may remake them. It's pretty simple, right? Sorry, I didn't get under the camera that time. Now you could do this with the brush, or if you didn't want to burnish it in with your finger, you can just mix it into your resin and stir it, you know, till it breaks apart. But I kind of do both because, like I said, I like the 3D effect of it being burnished on and then some just kind of floating. That's got a pretty big piece right there I don't really want. So I'm going to touch it like that, and there, and there. And that may be all we put in there as far as burnishing it in. See? Very easy, very easy. Oopsie daisy. And then I drop it. Okay. So let's go ahead. We're not going to do anything with this one other than pour the rest of this gold in here. And we're going to try our new, I don't even know if this is enough, but we'll find out. Try the new spatula. I do like the fact that I don't have something sitting in the palm of my hand. The handle's long, so I don't have to get my hand into the cup. Now, Tara was talking, this is what she was talking about. She wished she could find something that would get down in those little cracks. And my friends, I don't know if y'all can see that or not. Give me a second. I'll bring it back up again. So Tara, if you're watching this, you may want to invest in some of these. So, there's the bottom, right? It is getting all the way down under that little crack there where it's put together. This, my friends, is going to be a golden egg. Kind of like the golden ticket. Do y'all remember what the golden ticket was from? Willy Wonka's chocolate factory, if they got that golden ticket. I ought to do a giveaway. Whoever gets the golden egg gets to keep the golden egg and maybe get an additional prize. We'll have to pour some clear in here because that is not, well, actually what I'll do is before I continue mixing that, I'll just, or scraping it, I'll just mix up a little bit more and we'll just pour it in there. That would be the smarter thing to do, don't y'all think? So let's get some from here because this is still going over there even though I know that's too much. And I will definitely have to mix up some more resin to do probably these other 2 eggs, but that's fine because that would be an easy thing to do. Let's get our gold here again. Get our cute little spoon. In case you're wondering where I got the spoons, it was a set of 4 and they were at Kirkland's. They were on discount because I would not have paid $22 for them, even though they may be brass, I don't know. But for $10, I was like, yeah, I like them. I would get them for $10. But I wouldn't have paid $22 for them. And that's, I tell you, y'all, I'm liking these spatulas for one because, again, like I said, they don't set in the palm of my hand. And I don't know why I didn't. I guess because it was dirty. You can take it and only have to use one tool. One to stir and mix and one to scrape. Oh, this color is beautiful. So I would definitely link these in the description box if you want them. Go grab you some. Like I said, they're not expensive at all. Not for a set of 4. I'm sorry, I clean everything as I go just because I don't like the feel of stickiness and that kind of thing. So, and they just wipe right off, just like that. All right, let's go ahead and get this poured in here. Oops. Yeah, that should be about the perfect amount. Yep. See, I knew I'd do that. I'd mix up too much more, and now I'll have to find another mold. Oh well. What if I get a couple of my into resin molds I recently got, and just use that in there? That's perfect. Make some jewelry or something out of them. We're out of space. I might need to take a little bit of that out because it looks like a bit much. What do y'all think? I know if I move it, it's going to go. Okay, that should be good. Okay, yeah, we'll just pour it in here. Oops, too much on that one. Excuse me. Oh, low, 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 low. I used pipettes on these the first time I poured them. Probably should have done that with these. Well, let's see if we can scrape it over to the other one. I'll have to clean the top off. All right, see if we can do that without making a royal mess. That's better. Oops, didn't do so well on that one. I think we can fit the rest of that into our egg. That's good. Get one more of those molds. Oh goodness, my nose is itching. Probably should use the smallest bead because this is not going to be enough to fill up this bigger one. Guess I could always put some clear in it, couldn't I? That'd be pretty. All right, that's gone. Love it. Look how easy that cleans up. Ugh, perfect. Oh, goodness, my nose is itching. I don't know why. Clean up our mess here. And then we'll take a little bit of this clear here. Let's go ahead and pour it into this mold. And then we'll pour this into the mold. Okay. And then we'll take the rest of this clear that we've got here and do the medium egg. Can't tell if I got that all the way. Pretty close. Might put one more drop in there. There we go. All right, let's get this egg done. We're going to, oh, where did my flakes go? Right there. I'm going to add just a few in there. Not much. Add some more just clear in here. Should probably use the rest of it actually. I can see, make sure I didn't have any unmixed resin in there. So I'll make sure I stir this really good in with this gold. So we can make sure we don't. Oopsie daisy. All right. Almost knocked that over. Oh my gosh, that wouldn't be good at all. All right. So we're going to get this mixed up, break up this gold fold in there like that. Also mix up any of that mix that I thought I saw. It is kind of getting thick, so I just mixed all kinds of bubbles in there. Dummy, dummy, dummy. I don't have the heat mat on because it'll give it a chance to hopefully pop any bubbles in there. It's definitely going to be in there. Yeah, we're definitely going to mix up some more. This cup, oh goodness, you can see how it gets right down in that very bottom. Look at that, perfect. So Tara, I think you will like these. Anybody else that hates having to fight to get all of your resin out of of a container or cup, whatever you may be using. Especially like, you know, paper cups and the little paper cups that we sometimes all use. And for those like Linda Mullins at Linda's Resin Room, she is a scraper. She might like these too because you're gonna get all that stuff in that cup. And if you do get these, let me know what you think about them. I have another set that I purchased because I wanted to do a comparison of spatulas. So I did buy one other set, which we'll try on another video. Because like I said, I was on a search to find, you know, ones that were longer. Alright, so I'm going to get this cleaned up. I'm going to mix up some more resin, and I will bring you back when it comes time for demolding everything that we have poured. Sorry for the racket, I was getting me some more wipes. And so, like I said, I'll bring you back when it's time to demold, and we will see what everything looks like. So I'll see you then. Okay, guys, it is time for demold. We'll start with our extras first, and then our eggs, and this one here, and this one here. Now, one thing I did make a change with, or change my mind on, was, you know, I had put the rose gold flakes in this one, and I thought, what if I put in some of this Starlight glitter from LaursArtCorner.net, because the reflection in there went really well with that foil. So we're going to see how that does. So let's first start out with our little balls here, whatever you want to call them. Spheres, I suppose, would be a better word, right? These molds are from Into Resin. Oh, that's pretty. This was just the gold that we had poured, and just a little tiny bit of clear because I didn't quite have it filled. We'll have to do some trimming, but we'll put that there in our little bowl. And then these are the next two. Uh-oh, just dropped one. Hang on. Okay, sorry about that, guys. So these are the leftover that we did with the egg. Those are really pretty. They look like glass marbles, don't they? Huh. And then the next one are all gold, because that's what we were pouring the leftovers. So, let's see. There's that one. And these are all going to be pretty much the same, just different sizes. No one went flying. Oh, I'm not sure where it went, but I'll find it later. But they're all the same. They're just different sizes. So, those are pretty. I think I'm going to need a bigger cup to put these in than what I've got. Just putting them in a bigger cup because this little bowl here, it's not going to take long for it to get filled up, because I've been trying to make those up because I'm not really sure, but they're pretty. Okay, get those out of our way. I'm just dropping everything this morning. Alright, so the next one we're going to do is our Into Resin flower. This thing is so pretty. I had only poured it one other time, and that was it. And I've already cleaned the top of all of the molds, because it's easier if you do that. Oh, look at that. That'd make a pretty brooch, or even the top of, say, of a jar, you know, as a lid. That's beautiful. That glitter is so pretty. And then we made, let me cover that up. Man. Oh, I don't know why I'm dropping everything today, but I am. Let's cover our mold up. And then the angel wings. Try not to touch the inside of the mold so you don't have gloves on. And this is another Into Resin mold. Upside down. Here we go. Aren't those pretty? Gorgeous. Now, let's see here. This is a mold, like I said before, it was gifted to me, and let's see what we get. Got a bit of cleanup. Oh, what do y'all think? That's beautiful. Beautiful. Very shiny and sparkly. Thank you, my friend, for giving me that. Alright, now this one. Still not sure what it is. I may have to ask her and see if she can tell me, because once I demold it, maybe we can tell. We'll see. Oh, is it like some kind of seashell? It's prickly. Matte mold, but that gold gave it some shimmer. Alright, so we're going to start with the smallest egg, work our way up, and then saving this piece for last. Now, if you recall, like I said, this is just a golden egg. It was poured in this gold. And then this one had gold foil that I burnished on the inside, and then also broke some up so it was free floating. And then this one is the rose gold flakes, with Laura's Art Corner Starlight glitter. So let's get our gold one out. Ooh, that's so pretty. So smooth. And no bubbles in sight. Isn't that pretty? I could take something like, say, one of these. Let me see, bows I've made. If I could get it out of here. There it is. And just either glue it down at the bottom or in the middle or something like that, just to give it a little bit of, you know, a little added pizzazz. We'll see. I'll think about it. But that's very, very pretty. Interesting enough, there's a little bit of darkness down here, and I'm wondering if that blue actually did come off on it, but it kind of gives it some textured look. Huh, okay. Let's go to the gold flakes. Got just a little bit of a deburring issue I'll do there, just ever so slightly. Get our molds folded back the right way. There we go. All right. Oh, look at that. See how it looks? You know, you can tell we burnished that. And then if you look close in there, it looks like it's floating. And no bubbles. Everything, need a little trim on the bottom there. But these like this, they're pretty. You can actually set them on lights. And maybe when I take my pictures, I'll do that so you can see how the light shines through on them. Because they're gorgeous. Okay. Now for the big one. And this one I may have to put against me to get it all the way rolled down because it's bigger. As you can see, it's big in my hand. I am going to put it against me, so hang on. Okay, we got it. I like how they store just one inside the other. All right, y'all ready? Oh, isn't that pretty? That is beautiful. That is going to be gorgeous on light. And look at that glitter in there. Now, I did use 1 drop of glue because I did want to make sure that since that's a mixed glitter size, I wanted it to, you know, definitely stay suspended. What do y'all think? Beautiful. Sorry, y'all. Again, I'm knocking stuff over. Okay. So now for our big one. I'm eager to see this one. And again, this one I may have to put against me in order to get it demolded. We'll see. Yummy, yummy coffee. All right. And I said it is a very soft mold, as you can see. I mean, it stretches. Oh, this may not be as bad as I thought it would be to get demolded. We'll see. Oh, may have spoke too soon. Hang on, y'all. I gotta put it against me. Whew. Get that folded back in. Whew. Okay, let's see what we got. Oh my goodness. Look at her. She's adorable. I'm glad I put that gold in there to give it some sheen, because it is, you know, a matte mold. But I don't see no bubbles in her flowers or anything. A little slight trimming on the bottom. So she is like the other ones I did. But oh, I thought they were different sizes, but they're not. This was from another mold. But you can, well, is it bigger? I think this color in here may, well, let's see. There's a little bit of difference here in the flowers. Not much. She turned out so pretty. I was thinking it was bigger than this one because the molds that I made these from, a friend of mine had the molds. And they were, I don't recall them being this big. Interesting. Those would be pretty for Easter as well. Mother's Day. They can be done any color you want. Huh, okay. So now I have a set of 3 of them. This was the other one. I just did her in like an Aurora powder and left her as she is. Because I think they're so pretty on their own, they don't need. All right. All right, guys and gals. That is everything. I really don't think I'm going to do anything to any of these. The only thing I may do is decide if I want to put like a bow or anything on these. But I will get you final pictures of everything. I hope you have a great rest of the day. And please, again, like, share, comment, subscribe if you haven't. And if you already have, thank you so much. Thank you for spending time with me and for watching my videos. And thank you for helping me to continue to grow. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.